Hi, my name's Mike. I'm 49 years old, and about a year ago I managed to lose 50 pounds in weight. And basically all I wanted to do today was just to share with you what I did and what worked for me. When I was in my 30s, I used to go to the gym very regularly, 3-4 times a week, every week. And I was in really good shape, I thought, for myself. I mean, take a look, this is the picture of me when I'm on holiday in Spain. I think I must have been about 37 here. But not long after my sort of late 30s, I actually started to lose interest in going to the gym. I used to find excuses quite often of things that I had to do rather than going to the gym. Or when I was at the gym, my heart wasn't in it as much as it used to be. My enthusiasm wasn't quite as high as it used to be. I used to just, I don't know, it did actually scare me a little bit because I was a bit worried about where I might end up if I didn't go to the gym anymore. As I knew I was, nearly 40 years old. Yeah, a bit scary. So I quit going to the gym basically, and about a month or so later I thought to myself, that's okay, I like cycling my bike, I'll just get out on my bike a lot more. But you know what, I didn't. And over the next probably 7 years or so, just started filling out more. My stomach just getting bigger, my muscles were diminishing. But it didn't bother me. I just kind of forgot about it after a while and just got used to the way I look, and yeah, I just forgot about how I used to look. That was the heaviest I'd ever been in my whole life. Might not be that incredibly large, but it was to me, and I didn't want to go any further. I didn't want to get any heavier, and I had to do something about it. So one of the first things I did basically was just to take some photographs of myself, just front profile, side profile, weigh myself, just get my starting off weight. So my starting off weight was 224 pounds, 16 stone, and my body fat percentage was 20%. So I had a reason to lose the weight actually. It wasn't any health reasons. Basically my reason to lose weight was because we were going on a holiday in the August, which would have been last year, 2016. And I used to like taking my top off in hot sunny weathers, holidays, but when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was not going to be happy about taking my top off. So I thought to myself, right, this is what was really going to motivate me to do something about it. So whatever your reason is for maybe wanting to lose some weight, maybe it is for health reason, maybe you've got a holiday coming up soon and you want to look the best, you know. I've got 2 children. I didn't want them to be embarrassed about dad walking around with a beer belly. So I had a goal basically. I wanted to lose 50 pounds and I wanted to do it in 8 months. I did a little bit of research to find out how much weight is a healthy weight to lose each and every week. Anywhere from about ½ pound to £2 a week is a healthy amount to lose. I think if you lose it too fast, I tend to believe that you probably put it on just as fast as you lose it. So I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it as correctly as I could, and I wanted to do it in the most healthy way as I could as well. I didn't want to deprive my body of anything that it needs, essentially. So my daily intake for my age and my build is about 2,500 calories a day. And I worked out, or I found out that if I could reduce my calories anywhere from 500 to 1,000 calories a day, I should be able to lose up to 2 pounds a week. So I found the best way to keep track of my daily intake of calories was to buy myself a fitness wristband. There's many on the market you can buy. I don't want to start mentioning brands or anything, but the one I got is quite a good one. It's got, I think most of the ones that you buy come with apps, and this one in particular comes with an app. And on the app it has a fitness routine, it has a diet plan, and you can also, it has a facility on it for inputting everything that you eat. I know it sounds stupid, but it really works. It really does. Without counting my calories that I was consuming on a daily basis, I'm pretty sure, well, I wouldn't have lost the weight I lost. I wanted to reduce mine down. I wanted to hit the highest possible target that I could lose a week. So I went for a reduction of 1,000 calories a day. So I took mine down to 1,500 calories a day. And I know what you're thinking, I don't want to be counting calories. I can't be bothered. I felt and thought exactly the same thing. But until I actually started to do this, I wasn't losing weight. But when I did start to count the calories, it really did start to help. The weight was coming off pretty much every day. I could weigh myself. It might come down half a pound, might come down a pound and go back up half a pound. But over a weekly basis, it was continuously going down. It definitely works. Counting calories is very important. So one of my weaknesses, now my job involves doing a lot of driving, and because I do a lot of driving, I'm in and out of garages quite often filling up with fuel. And in the morning I would stop off and get a coffee, and while you're waiting for the coffee to be made, you're sort of looking around, and what's under your nose? Cakes, cookies, crisps, chocolate. And I used to, nearly always, the pecan and maple syrup danishes. Oh, I love those. I used to get a couple of those sometimes. You count the calories in those, there's about, I think it's about 425 calories in just one. I used to eat 2 of those. What's that? 850 calories. There's half a day straight away gone. And that was just a snack. That wasn't my lunch even. I would probably grab a roll while I was in there as well, and a packet of crisps, you know, and think, I didn't realize how many calories I was consuming each and every day. To be honest, if I was to count all of those calories, it's probably, it's got to be over 1,000 calories there straight away. It is. In fact, it's probably nearing my 1,500 calories. So basically they had to stop, they had to go. I mean, for myself, I found a good replacement for sandwiches and, you know, the snacky kind of rolls that you get from garages, which have a lot of calories in them. I just couldn't afford to eat them. I had to think of something else, something probably more filling anyway, to be honest, and that was chicken. I used to eat chicken all the time. It was just, it became my daily intake was chicken and salad, vegetables, fruit. These are the kind of things I was eating every single day. And I know it's boring, but I had to do it. You know, if I wanted to lose this weight, if I wanted to get to my goals, it took determination and willpower. It wasn't going to happen by sticking to eating what I was already eating, because it wasn't working. And I knew that for a fact, just by looking at the scales, looking at myself in the mirror. What I was doing was wrong. So I knew that by changing and eating these things was the way to do it. And another really big thing, drink water, plenty and plenty of water. I was drinking from anything between 2 and 3 litres of water a day. It's hard to start with, it really was, because that's a lot of liquid to drink. Carrying it around with you was quite difficult. I used to carry them in 1 litre bottles, because I found if I had a 2 litre bottle, looking at that 2 litre bottle, I used to think, I'm never going to get through that. So I used to to work with me, I used to take 2 1 litre bottles of water with me. you've only got to buy them once, and just top them up at home in the morning before you leave work. Take them to work with you. And if you could drink one of those at a time, they used to go quite quickly actually. So drinking one of them was no problem. And I was like, oh, I'm halfway there already. So then drink the next one throughout the rest of the day. And then when you get home, maybe you have another litre of water. So I was probably, most of the days I was probably drinking 2 litres, try and get up to 3 litres if I could. I used to occasionally. And drinking water can really help you as well, because it can put off those hunger feelings. It can stop you wanting something else to eat. So it was good in many ways. It cleanses you. It really helps the digestive system as well. But the main key factors is the fact that it was stopping me from feeling hungry throughout the day sometimes. If you feel a bit hungry, take a big gulp full of water. Yeah, it's definitely a big thing. Water is seriously a key factor. And in the evening, my meals were, no, I would say they were quite healthy anyway, to be honest. It wasn't processed food, it wasn't microwave dinners. We used to eat vegetables, pasta, rice, meat, fish, that kind of stuff. I just made the portions smaller by counting the calories, weighing it. I mean, the app that comes with the wristband, fitness wristband, has facilities on there, like I said earlier, that enables you to input what food you're eating. It asks you for how much you're eating, so you got to weigh it, I know, but it's important. You weigh the food, you input it on there, it tells you how many calories you're eating, so you can keep track, even for your main meals when you're at home, how many calories you're on a day, so you know by the evening whether you can maybe have a bit of a bigger portion maybe. But yeah, you need to keep track. It really is important, and try not to eat past 6 o'clock. And now we come down to the dreaded word of alcohol. I paused then, did you notice? That was something else that I had to really cut back. I mean, I still used to enjoy a glass of wine when I came home from work. I had a hard day at work or something and you wanted to relax, have a glass of wine. As long as I was allowed it by counting the calories and how many calories were in a glass, by all means have a glass of wine. Well, I did anyway. Just stop drinking beer, that's what I did. I found drinking beer used to bloat me out. And weekends I used to enjoy a few glasses of wine as well. So I wasn't teetotal. I still wanted to enjoy myself a little bit. You know, you work hard throughout the week. As long as you've stuck to your targets throughout the week, I thought to myself, well, what's 1 or 2 glasses of wine going to do? At the end of the day, it just takes determination and willpower. You need to say to yourself, this is something I want to do. I've got to change the way I've been eating and what I've been eating and what I've been drinking. I need to change it, switch over to this. Because let me tell you, once you start weighing yourself and the numbers are coming down on the scales, it really motivates you to keep going and to try harder. And actually, when you start to lose weight, it prevents you from wanting to cheat, because you know that you're cheating on yourself. And if you do cheat, you think, oh, if I eat this bag of crisps or this bar of chocolate, I'm going to get on the scales next week and it's going to tell me how bad I've been because the weight's going to go up. And you're the only person that can make this happen. You really need to want this to happen. It's no good trying to fool yourself. If you want to lose the weight, you need to make changes. And trust me, I'm nothing special. If I can do it, I'm sure you could do it as well. So I'm just hoping that any information that I've shared with you today might help you. This is just something that I did for myself. I'm not an expert in any way. This is what worked for me. I just did a little bit of research, just experimented and tried it out for myself. Yeah, and it worked for me. So there's no reason why it can't work for you as well. Please leave a comment below. I just hope that anything I've shared with you today might help you in any way whatsoever, even if it's just a little bit. That would just be great. Any questions you want, please leave it in the comments below. I'll answer all your questions. And like I say, willpower. You're the only person that can make this happen. I did it, I'm nothing special. You can do it. Good luck, guys.